This is Adam's fathers and cell phones moment.
We begin.
Hey, kiddo, it's me. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not gonna be able to make it to your game today. Something came up at work, and well, basically, I can't do it. And, I apologize. I know that I've missed your games before, but I promise that I will not miss another game. I love you. Hey, kiddo. It's me.
We end.
This is Addie's sister crawl.
We begin.
You are perfect. You never fight with him like me. You always light up a room while I am in the background. You always make Mom and Dad proud. You never get in trouble. You always get your work done early. You never fail. You. I feel like I hate you sometimes.
This is Deo's Tennessee Wedding, take 2.
We begin. Doing this project, I came across the realization that it is relatively odd to be an American and not be super close to your cousins. Of course, as I'm realizing this, an opportunity to get to know my cousins on my dad's side comes up. Heather's Tennessee Wedding. She's my cousin. I learned a lot about my family and where my dad came from and yada yada yada, but ultimately, the biggest lesson I learned from my adventure into extended family life was this. This is a complete woman. This is an example of a woman who does not see the value of marriage, particularly at a young age. Or, as Cousin Michael would put it, an incomplete woman. He's a priest. He did the ceremony for his sister. He cornered me at a table and asked, "Why don't you want to get married? There's tax breaks and safety of commitment." Well, I don't want to get married to save money. That seems a bit disrespectful. I already have the safety of commitment, but we call that trust. I believe believe premarital sex is necessary, and I don't see myself financially capable of owning a house or raising a child anytime soon, so why would I need to get married? I'm happy and in love with this wonderful man who I've been with for 3 years, and I'm supported. That's enough for me. I feel like a complete woman. Does she feel like a complete woman? The end.
This is John Watson commercial, version 1.
We begin. Will your child be able to solve life problems? Are you giving your little boy or little girl the full advantages of an upbringing that will fit him in every way to meet life? Did you know that child psychologists have discovered hundreds of new things about children? Simple facts, simple correctives, everyday things that require only understanding on your part. America's greatest child psychologist has set up these discoveries down in readable, practical form. His book is the greatest step towards a better understanding of children since the publication of Dr. Holt's Care and Feeding. In this book, Dr. Watson tells the only 2 things new babies are afraid of. What happens to your child when you say don't? What to do if your child is afraid of the dark? How to act when your child disobeys? How to overcome rage and temper tantrums? What, when, and how to tell your child about sex? How to cure thumb sucking? The adult effects of too much coddling. For your child's sake, read Psychological Care of Infant and Child by John B. Watson, author of Behaviorism. Copyright 1928 for Charles Incorporated. We end.
This is Ty's John Watson commercial with text variation number 2.
We begin. Will your child be able to solve life's problems? Are you giving your little boy or little girl the full advantages of an upbringing that will fit him in every way to meet life? Do you know that child psychologists have discovered hundreds of new things about children? Simple facts, simple correctives, everyday things that require only understanding on your part. America's greatest child psychologist has set these discoveries down in readable, practical form. His book is the greatest step toward a better understanding of children since the publication of Dr. Holt's Care and Feeding. In this book, Dr. Watson tells, if your son becomes a cutter, if he decides to vote Democrat, if he decides to become a vegan, what to do when you catch him masturbating, when your child runs away from home, what to do if your child decides to become an actor, if your son wants to marry a man. For your child's sake, read Psychological Care of Infant and Child by John B. Watson, author of Behaviorism, copyright 1928 for Thomas Incorporated. We end.